My name is Olusola Ajibona. I studied development finance. I just completed my PhD program. First, the PhD experience, and in fact, the journey has been a lot of people say it's a rough one. Yeah, it's very tedious and quite demanding. But it's a process that sort of shapes you. You could look at when you have a raw material like the ore that you refine into gold and all that. I'm not saying I'm gold, but I think that the process has changed my thinking personally and professionally. Personally, I'm able to adapt to continuous learning process. And professionally, it is helping me in terms of the way I think, the way I look at things. You tend to look at things more strategically. I think that's what the training does for you. You become more analytical, try to be more objective when you look at things rather than being subjective or be driven by emotions. So I think that for me is helping me in my work. And I think it's a good transformation. I feel it and I see it even when you speak with people and when people listen to you and all that. Now, in my program, Development Finance, that I did not specifically take any leadership course, but the embodiment of the training that I've received, I think has helped me in terms of leadership. Because one, I say, now I'm not a doctor. I'm being addressed as doctor, and when people see you, they think that you have knowledge, and people with knowledge you tend to put them in leadership position or view them as leaders because of the knowledge that they have. And so it has helped me because now you think yourself as a leader, and leader have to have some qualities, in terms of being transparent, being accountable, and in fact also integrity, is one of those things that you have. So as with the kind of knowledge that you have, and which people think or believe that you have, you need to be able to share this knowledge with people, and that enhance, because it means you're able to carry the people along, carry people who look at you, look towards you as a leader. You're able to bring them along and all that, because they perceive that they are gaining something from you, by the knowledge that you share. So I think that has helped shape my leadership, qualities, I would say. I'll give you an example. For instance, when we started the program in January 2020, that was pre-COVID, and we had in-person classes, But afterwards, the COVID set in, and the classes that we would have had in person, we had to do them online. 2 weeks of almost 8 hours of classes online. And so what I gained from that, and other experiences, in the program, is that you have to be adaptive. Adaptability is now the thing. Try to look at how you do things more efficiently. Not necessarily the old ways. You'll be looking at innovations and all that, So how can you do things better? And that's one of the thinking that you get out of this, that have, gotten out of this program. You continuously adapt, knowing that your environment is changing and all that. One of the reasons why I did the PhD was also for it to impact my career. And I have a finance background, accounting. I've been doing consultancy work. And so as a consultant, especially when you deal with people from different countries, different backgrounds, and especially from international organizations who are also knowledgeable. So being a PhD, you meet a lot of people with PhD. And having a PhD, especially from a good university like Stellenbosch, puts you on a pedestal, equal level with other people. And the school is not just any other PhD that you get from Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch is rated as one of at the highest levels in Africa and all over the world. And so when you come, you introduce yourself and they say, oh, it's a doctor, fine. And some people will be curious enough, where did you complete your PhD? I mean, when you discuss with some people, say Stellenbosch. The report has always been good. But above that, the knowledge, because for me, I believe that it is not just having that doctoral, doctor attached to your name. It's how you present yourself and what you can deliver from that. And I think the school has prepared me well for this. And I see it. I mean, people talk these days now. Also, you went to Stellenbosch. In fact, some people, how did you get in? How did you get in? And so that is another story. But you can see that the school is held in high esteem, and you expect that the products coming from that school are, really good finished products and all that. And so this has put me in very good pedestal in professionally with other people, and the knowledge that you also gain from this, because the 6 years that I put in, I mean, some people have maybe done it for less, some people maybe more. It's period of hard work, and you continuous learning that you gain new knowledge and all that, and you're able to demonstrate or show to people that at least you know one or two things, and I think that is very it helps your positioning. Yeah. I chose Stellenbosch. First, I'm an African, and it is in Africa, and I can easily, I believe, that I could travel around in Africa. That is one. Two, the nature of the program, where you can be in your country, you can come and go, do in-person classes, meet your supervisors, and you can still meet them virtually and all that. I mean, for me, that was all right. For a working person, for somebody who is working and maybe who is self-employed, I think that is very convenient, because you can plan your time, and even if you have employed, by some other organization, you can also plan your time in terms of why you take your time to come and study and all that. So it's rather very convenient as compared to some other places where you may have to travel and take years off. I mean, at this age and at this level, you also have to feed, and maybe you have families which you have to consider. So the program is quite convenient, which they offer here at Stellenbosch is quite convenient for a working person like myself. And I think so that's one of the reasons, apart from the fact that, of course, the rating of the school, because I could have gone to any other school anywhere, but you want something that you want to go to where you get the quality, and I think I'm getting this is where you get. First of all, the PhD journey is not something you make on impulse. You have to think properly and plan properly. You think it demands your time, especially and then of course finance if you don't have sponsors. So you need to plan properly and all that, and then you need to decide which area or which field are you going to concentrate on your research. This could be very confusing for a lot of people or students if they come in and they really don't know where to go, because when they ask you to bring a research topic and you are not able to produce one, you go into a panic mode and you are not able to. I mean, we have had situations where students come in, you are looking for a topic, a research topic, and you can end up doing something that when you start, you see that you meet a roadblock somewhere, you may not be able to continue, and then you need to change the topic, and then the time is counting. So students need to think very well and prepare to do which field are you going to do, which area of study do you want to pursue, and all that. So that is very important. That is very important. For I think for aspiring students. Yeah. So what's next for me personally, being a self-employed person and who has been in the consultancy field and not associated with any university, is that I want to continue to pursue research, and I would like to be continuously associated or affiliated with the university. So I'm hoping, I'm looking for an opportunity to have a kind of a research fellowship with, so that when I do my research, I can link it to the university, and the university name can be linked to it or something like that, and then I still get that prominence, and of course the university gets that prominence. And I think that we have learned a lot in terms of research and theories and things like that, which we need to share some of this knowledge. And so the basics that we have gotten will help us to go into various fields to help in bringing up new knowledge, and maybe sharing for the betterment of the society that we are in. They say knowledge is power. And so I think I know there's this big body of knowledge out there, but I have gotten a little. It gives me confidence. I think I have developed that, it has sort of grown in you. And I have also seen that also in the students coming up. During the last winter school that we had, and they introduced me as somebody who has just submitted his dissertation, the way everybody looked. But the better thing that came out of that was that the confidence you develop, when you attend the colloquia and all that over the period, to review or make comments on other people's work, you are a bit tentative. But now you can assert, you can say things with confidence, and people look at you, yes, everybody has to be like that. And yes, I think it has given me confidence, and I think also opened my eyes to the fact that there's still a big knowledge, untapped out there that we need to explore. And I think with the training that I've had here, with the knowledge that I've gained, I think I can go into those fields and see what more I can bring out in terms of sharing knowledge with the society.